You got to be willing to work at it until you manifest the result. A lot of people quit. A lot of people give up. You just got to hammer that nail until you get it in.
We like giving tactical, I like giving tactical advice in the lab, right? Like if I got my notepad, I'm listening to you right now, I'm going to put you on the spot. Like if I'm, and we like the youth and anybody who's listening, I think we can all reinvent ourselves, no matter what age, what does taking the red pill look like in my current neighborhood, my current situation? Who is my Morpheus, right? So what would you advise to someone who's listening right now to be like, you know what, is it just waking up in the morning and just really thinking and making it, maybe it's journaling? Is it reaching out to a mentor? And I know I'm talking to the right person because you're tapping into all this. You're building communities, you're building masterminds. I think it's fascinating. We'll talk about that in a second. But what tactical advice would you give to a listener right now for them to take their red pill?
Yeah, tactical advice. One, read the 4 agreements. Start there, right? Read the 4 agreements. And I'm not going to steal the thunder. Just spend the hour reading the book, right? From there, start deconstructing and asking about everything that's foundational. Start with your religious practice. Then move to the lessons you were taught as a child. And then I think the favorite question that I like to ask people when they come into our program is, when did you decide who you were or who you're going to be? Was it when you were 4? Is it when you were 8? Is it when you were 12? Whenever it was, all right? Does that view of the world still put you in power and benefit you so that you can actually perform against that mission that you have, right? And, I think a lot of people decide, hey, I'm going to be this at 12, and then they achieve it and then they're done. Or they realize that, hey, the world's not fair. There's a whole lot of people out there who are bad. And so because of that, I'm not going to try. And they don't ever actually get to that place because they've decided that the world is happening to them instead of for them. And so in those 2 things, you can get clear. And it's all about clarity. Once you get clarity, then you can go back and say, okay, so this is what I'm working towards, and we're going to reverse engineer it now. I'm working towards this. How can I get there? Do a gap assessment. All right, done the gap assessment. I'm missing X, Y, and Z. Do I make it or buy it? Do I go outsource this or do I acquire this skill myself, right? You're a podcast host. You either edit your own podcast or you outsource it, right?
Plug to invested.talent.com. Thank you for that, Jerome. You didn't have to, but thank you.
Yeah, right? So you do that. And then from there, you just need somebody to walk the journey with you. And that's the last piece, right? You got your strategy, which you developed from the gap assessment. And now you just got to stay accountable. And you got to be willing to work at it until you manifest the result. A lot of people quit. A lot of people give up. A lot of people say, oh, it's not working. You just got to hammer that nail until you get it in. And a lot of people, because we live in this microwave society, they don't understand the crock pot mentality. Sometimes it just takes time. You just have to have enough time in the seat for that thing to actually come to fruition.